Hello, everyone, and welcome to Parents Solution. And I'm here today with my positive parenting coach, Debbie Godfrey. Debbie Godfrey is teaching positive parenting since 30 years. And she had her three children she raised with positive parenting, and now she has three beautiful grandchildren and doing really a great job with them. Debbie is my coach for positive parenting. I was there for her. I was there in her course for 1.5 years, and she guided me through my parenting journey. And I have her as a resource, and I really want all the people across the world, especially in India, to reach out to her for all the parents' solution. Hi, Debbie. Welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me here, Philza. It's great to see you.
So, Debbie, tell my viewers something about you and your program and why positive parenting, why parents of 21st century, we basically need positive parenting. Why do you think it's important for us and for children?
Yeah, well, I mean, because it was so important for me. And I think when you said I raised my three kids with positive parenting, there was a before and after. So when I first had kids, I didn't have any parenting classes. And when they were 6, 2, and 1, I took my first parenting, and it just changed my whole life. I went from yelling at them all the time and being mad and just, being miserable as a parent. And after I learned the things that I learned, I found that I really loved it, and I was happy and enjoying parenting most of the time, and the kids weren't fighting all the time, and I was able to handle the power struggles. And so after about a year of using the tools that I had learned, I decided to teach, and that's when I started my business, which was in July of 1994. So yes, it's been about 30 years. And one of the things that it gave me was hands-on actual tools. It's easy for people and experts to say, oh, you should build your kids' self-esteem. Well, how do I do that? Like, what do I do to build my kids' self-esteem? And that's what the positive parenting course provided me. And what I provide for parents is the actual what to do. Like, here's how we usually do it, which doesn't work out so well. And because you've been in my classes, we do the exercises. And, we might set up kids fighting, or we might set up a kid who won't take out the trash. And I'll do the crazy mom way to do it. and we'll all get to see, like, oh, that's not the way to do it. And then we'll do it again with actual tools, like get on their level, put your hand on their back, make eye contact with them, like all the specific details that I wanted to know as a parent. Like, just show me what to do and I'll do it, was my attitude back then. And that's what this course provides, is the hands-on details of what to do.
So I surely have that experience with you, and that was life-changing for me and for my family. My children are blessing you. They saw me transforming. They saw me in a different way after I used all those tools which I learned from you. And in the class of positive parenting, I used it with them. And now also I use it with them. And it is super. And they really like me when I'm into the tools with them. Okay. So they actually don't know that I'm using any tool. They saw me and they are liking my this way. So now tell me something more about your program. Like, how is it structured? How can parents reach out to you? Because I know that you are here for us. You're here for me. I really want people out in India and all across the world to reach out to you if they need. How can they reach out to you?
Yeah, so right now I have the self-directed class online. And so if you sign up for the self-directed class, what you're going to do is watch the videos of like the classes that we did. And they're in 20 to 30 minute segments. So you'll watch a video, you'll get homework to do, maybe some reading, and things that you actually do with your kids. A couple of times a year, I'll do a Q&A along with that, where people can take the class together. You watch the videos on your own still, and then we'll do Q&A sessions where I can answer specific questions. And that's the way it's running right now.
Okay, great. I will definitely add the description and the link in my website so that people can reach out to you really easily. And Debbie, if I will ask you about few positive parenting tools for my clients, for my viewers, whoever is really willing to transform their life, what would that be?
Well, tell me, what would you be interested in? Give me an example of something a kid's doing wrong and we'll talk about it.
Okay, I really want to jump into the early childhood because that's the foundation. What are the tips for the babies now? Because we want our babies to listen. We want our babies to be in a good manner, behaving in a good manner, publicly and anywhere we go. So, what are the tips for the toddlers and preschoolers? If you can add some value to it.
Okay, so I think the big thing for 2 to 3-year-olds is really understanding, excuse me, the power struggle phase of their life and how, a lot of people call it terrible twos, or, they start saying no when they're 3. And I like to not focus so much on that negativity because number one, not all of them are terrible twos. And even the ones that might have behavior challenges for us are great kids. And if their behavior is in a way that's difficult for us, we could be doing something differently. So instead of kind of laying that on the toddler or the stage or the phase, we want to look at how am I parenting this child and how could I be doing it different? So with the 2 and 3-year-olds, I really like to do a lot of nonverbal guidance. So I think parents, especially highly intelligent parents, talk way too much. We just talk way too much. And so, if a child you need the child to go sit at the table for dinner or go to a certain place, instead of saying, go to the table, go to the table, go to the table 100 times and getting in a fight and all this, I would just walk over to the child and pick them up and bring them to the table, and I have a 2.5-year-old grandson, and I'm constantly doing this. Like I'll see something, he's pretty good at responding, actually. I'll say, okay, it's time to pick up your toys. And he'll look and he'll either do it or he won't do it. And if he does it, I give him a huge acknowledgement. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you picking up your toys right away. That's so helpful. And if he doesn't do it, I stop and I look at what are my options here in my head. And I might just smile at him and rub his back and look over at the toys. I might withdraw if I have enough time. If I'm not on a time crunch, I might just stop pressuring him in the moment and try again a few minutes later. And what's really working for this one that I don't feel like would work with all of them, but with this particular 2.5-year-old, I'll just say, Remy, it would really be helpful to me if you pick up your toys now. It would help me so much if you do that. And I just stop and he looks over it, and most, like 85% of the time, he chooses to do it when I've told him it would be helpful to me. And so I just try to look at how can I use less words, talk less, and use more actions. Ultimately, at this age, I'm not going to get in a big power struggle with him over this. I'd rather, lose in this moment. Like I clean up the toys. I have my own apartment upstairs above where they live. So he comes up here and, 80% of the time he picks up his toys, but 20% he's a no. And I'm like, I don't want to get in a big power struggle with him right now over this and create that entrenched, like, if you don't do what I say, you win, or whatever it is. And so 20% of the time I just pick it up for him. And I think that's what's led him to be more open to cleaning up more of the time, is picking the battles, picking them, not making everything a battle. So really look at, when you're with your kids, what is it going to cost you to win? And what is it going to give you if you allow yourself to lose this little battle now? Will that give you more influence with your child overall, because they'll feel like they have some power in their world and they'll be more receptive to giving more right after that?
Okay, that's a huge. I would like to say that to all my viewers that Debbie is full of these kind of ideas and tools and strategies, which is working wonderful with me and all the other parents out there who has reached out to Debbie. And And what I heard you saying, that connection, acknowledgement, more action works with the toddlers and early childhood. No more talking, action works. Wow, wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I would like all my viewers to know that Debbie is still really a good resource for me, and I have her in my website, and you all can reach out to her through my website and directly to her, and she is awesome. She helped me a lot, and all the parents who really wanted to transform, you all can reach out to her, and Debbie will help you in each and every part, from toddlers to teen, every part of your parenting journey. And she'll give you hands-on tools to try, which I am trying, which I am using actually with my 3 children, and it is working wonderful. Thank you so much, Debbie, for giving me your time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you.